Hello, my name is Tavia and this game is the Hunter Call of the Wild, and this is the Rancho del Arroyo map. The story missions in this one are unfinished because I need to shoot a pheasant from the air, and that has proven to be really hard. Just finding pheasants in the mission area and then getting them in the air instead of them running away, and then when they are in the air you need to hit them. So it's not an easy mission. I'll get it done at some point, and the rest should be fairly easy. Okay, let's go and check what this is. Okay, those are the other ones still here. It doesn't really matter, that was a female. What time was this need zone? Let's see, what does it say? 11 to 14. And that's brown and it's gold. So, I don't think... I think I have all the normal color variants for these ones as well, since I shot quite a lot of them for the 50 turkeys trophy. A lot of turkeys on different maps. So I've got an extensive turkey collection in one of the trophy lodges. So there's the Spring Creek Manor. One is for Northern Hemisphere, and then Spring Creek 2 is for Category 1, so birds and bunnies, plus some big ones. I think the brown bears are in there, since there are large trophy mounts, and I got a lot of brown bears since there are so many color variants, so I put them there. And then there's the Safari Lodge for Southern Hemisphere, and the Layton Lodge is for the ones you get from the first two maps. And I'm making it a diamond collection, so there are five species that are diamonds in there, and the rest are gold, and I'll be replacing them with the diamonds as soon as I get those. Okay, so we are going north, and let's take the shotgun. And this is really, the sounds on this map are so misleading. Like there's that rustling sound, and I always think it's an animal, but it turns out to be just the wind. Like it sounds like bunnies, but it's just the wind. So let's go this way, north, northeast, I think. And of course the shotgun is good to have also for those turkeys. So in case I suddenly come across turkeys. I can easily shoot them with the shotgun. I prefer using that 22 rifle because it has longer range, but this is good for coming close to them. That's a female. Doesn't matter. Oh. Okay, now we have pheasants. It's that 130. Yep. Yeah, let's go towards them. And the thing is, if they spot you from a longer distance, they are going to run. If you get close enough, they will get into the air. Try this. just try to get them to take flight. Get into the air, you idiots. Did I get something? I mean... I don't think so. But... oh, but I could check. Oh, it looks like I might have gotten one of them. I mean... yeah. Something fell. But where is it? Here, so, oh, that way. Let's put the waypoint here. So, the blood is now there, and here is the second one, and it should be somewhere close. There's next one. Is it this one? Yes. Nice. Got it. I think I'll taxidermy this.
I'm not a bad teacher, no? Man, you're a pretty good pupil. My ambition is to make this the place to hunt pheasant in northern Mexico. If we can keep them this size, that shouldn't be a problem. Just gotta get the gringo tourists on board. They're a big money spinner, sure. But if that's what it takes to keep this place up and running, so be it. It's all for a good cause. Speaking of gringos, my cousin told me that she'd spotted some intruders with a US license plate going hog wild, shooting animals from, get this, from a hunting stand mounted to a pickup truck. My insurance doesn't cover them, and I doubt the hunting they're doing is particularly ethical. So can you keep a lookout? Gracias.
Okay, but
did you notice how dry the land around the old cattle pasture was? Even compared to the rest of the ranch, I mean. The more cattle you cram into a small area, the less ground cover there is. Water just runs off the land instead of making it into the vegetation. My parents' generation dug wells and pumped out several times more water than would rain in a year. When I told them my plans for this place, they weren't happy. Said I was selling out my inheritance. We haven't spoken much since. Of course, there are plenty of rancheros out here who graze their cattle responsibly. I just want to go in a different direction. I've tried explaining what they'd gain from it. They just wish me luck. But I've heard what they say behind my back. Chavita fresita. It's like, they're basically calling me a snob. They went to college in Mexico City, same as me. I just stayed a while after I graduated. Worked overseeing protected natural areas for CONAP. But back to business. Luckily for us, there's an easy solution to the groundwater problem. It just requires some more muscle on your part. I need you to set up a few gabions. They're wire mesh baskets you fill with rocks and place along the banks of the arroyo to accumulate silt, which holds the water like a sponge so it can trickle back into the ground. The winter rains aren't as predictable as they used to be. You know, with climate change doing a number on us. So, the sooner, the better.
Okay, I think he stopped finally. So, what does this mean? There are... So this is the travel to... let's remove that. Where do we travel? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there. Okay, and as you can see, there are a lot of question marks on this map. And that is because I got so frustrated with that pheasant hunt that I just left the map and haven't been back for a long time. I think I only got one of those pheasants. Yeah, so don't need to go looking for any more of them. And now where was it? Now I lost it. Oh, there. So I'm going to this outpost here. Yeah, I don't like shooting birds from the air. And pheasants are the worst, since they just run. But it looks like the way to get them into the air is to run. Run towards them. Get close enough so they take off. But now the rest of the missions should be just go into various places to do some stuff. I'll be doing that and keeping an eye out on the turkeys. Okay, getting close. So what do we have here?
There should be a pile of rocks there. Line up the gabions first, then fill them.
Interact.
Conspicuous enough, no? No? Well, the important thing is that they work. Cram as many as you can into each of them. That'll set us up nicely for winter. It's gonna take some time to see the effect of all this, but it's good work you're doing. Believe me, I'm grateful for the extra set of hands.
Okay, so now that's done.
I have one final task for you before you are free to go off on your own. Most of our outposts are former stockmen's residences. Gives them a bit of rustic charm, you know? Back in the old days, entire families worked the land here. Men, women, and children. We still had a couple of people on staff when I was born. But then beef prices tanked and my parents couldn't afford the expense anymore. Us kids had to pick up the slack. Anyway, there's a stockman's residence kind of in the middle of nowhere, even by the standards of this place. that had fallen into disuse. We've given it a paint job and replaced some of the furniture. Now all that's needed to officially establish it as an outpost is a notice board. Head over and set it up.
Okay, edge of the desert. So, where is that? Oh. There. So close. Close to this. I just need to get up there and then go towards that marker. Oh, I could have fast traveled here. I didn't realize this was a outpost and I've been here already. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that orange icon, it covered the marker, so I didn't realize.
There's the notice board. Grab that shovel too.
Where? Oh, here.
Clear away the rocks first, just over there where the path begins.
Okay.
Bet you're glad you're not doing this in July. Oh, what's that? Gene, is that some sort of save for a logbook? Let me see. It's a brass lock and handle, a keyhole. This is not new. Could be early 20th century. I feel like I recognize it from somewhere. I've got it. There used to be a lockbox like this in the Casa Grande's master bedroom. My mom wouldn't like you snooping around, but this feels important. Can you head back over there and see if you can find the key? Just if you're up for it, of course. This isn't part of your job description. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Finish up here first.
I was thinking that wasn't that good.
Looks good. Feel free to use this outpost yourself now. If you're in the neighborhood, I'd appreciate it if you could swing by the Casa Grande. I guess my curiosity's got the better of me.
Yeah, so I was going to say that I thought we were going to set up the notice board. So not heading off here. Let's go there now and let's see what we can find. But it wasn't the last mission. Okay, and now there are pheasants. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not really that interested in a pheasant hunt. I just needed to get that one. And I have no idea how I hit it. That shooting was so bad.
The master bedroom's upstairs. He always did appreciate his privacy, my great-grandfather. That room and the study were like his own personal oasis. Right. Let me think. Some plausible deniability would be good for when my mom finally shows up. So let's not just start rifling through things. The logbox I remember was sitting on a shelf next to a wardrobe.
where? Did he say upstairs? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, here are the stairs.
Is that the key?
Okay.
It sure looks well used. Let's try it. A ver, it's a disassembled shotgun. Pump action looks like. Also early 20th century. Are those flecks of blood on the stock? It would make sense if it belonged to Don Javier. He did sleep in here for most of his life, but I don't recognize it. Look, I don't know how things are done where you're from, but I'd rather not get the police involved with this. Whatever happened clearly happened a long time ago, and they've got more to worry about out here in the borderlands. Plus, my family has a somewhat complicated history with them. So, let's try to solve this ourselves. Let me think. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but maybe we should check it for clues. R.S. Bosque Alto, agosto de 1916. R.S. Bosque Alto, August 1916. Bosque Alto is a site to the east of here, the woods up in the hills, but the initials... R.S. 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 I'm stumped. How about you leave the gun here for now, and I'll have someone from the lab we usually work with for animal samples check the blood. I really doubt there's any intact DNA left, if it's as old as that engraving suggests, but it doesn't hurt to check. I'll keep you up to date. I'm not aware of any buildings up around Bosque Alto, or at least not any intact ones. Good thing I know someone whose entire job involves tracking things down. And this time, you don't need to worry about anything running off on you. I'll mark the rough location on your hunter mate, and you can put those transferable skills to the test. Chances are we won't find anything, but I won't rest easy until we've at least checked.
Okay. So... going first there, then look for anything suspicious, into the shack. Okay, and I suppose we're going to find the shack at either of these question marks. Fast travel.
This is the place. Find some high ground and do some scouting.
Yeah, high ground, or just go and check those question marks. Okay, when do we get there? Which direction? So northeast. That way, and then just go around along the shoreline. Actually, when I get to the shoreline, I can just take the no binoculars. Look to the direction of that question mark. probably going to be that one. Let's see. I think I need to go here so then I can see it. Let's take a look first. Is there anything interesting? Nope. Okay, there's a lookout.
U.S. hunters love to glass terrain with binoculars. But if you find yourself in denser cover, tracking's the way to go. Just make sure you keep your bearings. There, by the lake. A shack.
Am I supposed to see it from here? Is it there? Yeah, I think it is. And I ran past it. So no, what is that? Question mark. Don't know. Can't see what it is. I'll check it while I'm going to check that shack.
I guess I wasn't wrong about there not being any intact buildings around here. Are you able to get inside? Be careful. Someone must have rested here at some stage, but there's nothing to suggest they bunkered down. Try the desk there. Mira, what a thing to find out in the middle of nowhere. I'm amazed it's not completely faded. So, I'm pretty sure the guy on the right is Bisabuelo Javier. Even without the head, the suit's a dead giveaway. And his younger friend must be our RS. The date isn't too far off the one in the shotgun, at least. This is weirdly familiar. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Let's go back to the Casa Grande. There's a century's worth of old photos and newspaper clippings in Javier's study. Maybe we'll find something that jogs my memory. The landform looks like the one around where they used to water the cattle back when open grazing was still practiced. It's along the Arroyo, but I'm not sure where exactly, and I don't recognize the shrine. Take the photo with you and we can try matching it to your surroundings.
Okay, now it's...
Oh, by the way, I got a call from the lab while you were wandering around Bosque Alto. As I suspected, the blood samples didn't turn up any DNA. It was always gonna be a long shot, if you'll forgive the pun. Anyway, I sent the shotgun itself to a gunsmith to retrofit and reassemble. I want you to have it. You didn't have to go out of your way to help solve this mystery that has nothing to do with you. But you stepped up. I know, it's a bit macabre to use a dead man's weapon, but, look, we're conservationists. Waste not, want not should guide us. I doubt RS would mind, whoever he was. Unless you'd rather it ended up in a museum. Didn't think so. I've asked my cousin to leave it at an outpost I'll mark on your hunter mate.
Okay, so now I'm going to check the other question mark first and then go back. And what was I supposed to do? Pick up the shotgun is next. Okay. Where was that? Oh, there. Yeah, it's on the other side. It looks so strange. Like in the middle there, and is there anything? Well, I was trying to get hot shot. That didn't work. Now I need to track this. Well, if it dies. Oh, it is dead. Hopefully it didn't go too far. To 50. So I don't think it's too far. Probably very close now. Yeah, very close. So it's silver. Okay. Let's go and check that question mark. Try to get there quickly before it gets dark. Okay, we have some more meat zones here. Sheep. How about this one? That's the same. Okay, antelope jackrabbit. So that's the one on this map. Yeah, I knew there would be bunnies. I didn't remember which one. Okay, getting close. So what do we have there? Ah, landmark. Just as I thought. So what is this?
I don't know what I think about these parades they've started doing. I'm not a traditionalist, but it's a bit tacky, I guess.
Okay. Now let's fast travel here. Get the shotgun.
I hope it serves you better than it did RS. I've got some more news while I have your ear. Remember those gringo intruders I told you about? Well, my cousins just texted me. She spotted their pickup truck again on her way home. Actually, not far from the outpost you're at now. But no sign of the intruders themselves. Do me a favor. Head out and jot down their license plate number. And if you do see them, probably best to just turn back. Who knows what they're packing?
Okay, so very close. I guess I could do that.
Eesh. I really hope they at least turned off the engine when they went hunting in this thing. And that's the crappiest shooting range I've ever seen. Baden, Texas, Lone Star State. What does the plate say? Oh, God. I can feel your mood worsening from here. You've had more than a couple of run-ins with these guys before, no? I'd love to tell you I'd never heard of them, but their reputation extends to these parts, too. Well, at least the plate makes them easily identifiable. So the, targets are all intact, which means one of two things. Either they're just terrible shots, or something else caught their attention. Let's remind them they're not alone out here, why don't we? Shoot down a couple of them. It's an excuse to try out that new shotgun if you have it on you.
Few cans. Okay, I guess I could use this shotgun.
That's as gentle a warning as they're gonna get out here in the borderlands.
Oh. I thought I was supposed to shoot more than one. I guess not. So what's next? So, study room. So, return to Hacienda. Oh, there. So, the story didn't end quite so quickly.
The study's next to the room you're staying in. The furniture in there is uncovered. I was actually planning on moving most of it out to make it into a second guest bedroom. Any day now.
Next to the room you're staying in. Am I supposed to remember what room that is?
Well, it's probably for the best. Because this time you're definitely not going to be able to avoid rifling through things. Mom will forgive me. I hope.
Okay, so, but at least we have a marker here. So I should be able to find the right room. So, not this one.
So many places to hide something. Take it one by one, and we'll see if anything jumps out.
I hope nothing jumps out. It's not exactly it.
I'm still amazed they got these plates over in one piece. A souvenir from my great-grandparents' trip to Germany. My bisabuela was a surprisingly mean shot. These trolls, they're a good deal less scary in miniature, no? A couple of family members were in New Zealand around the time they filmed the first movie. Bisabuelo Javier was a big travel buff. He used to steal all the towels from the hotel rooms we stayed in. He'd be like, "It's covered by the room fee." He was a good man. A bit eccentric, but it was part of his charm.
So, is there something else? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there.
This is more like it. Let me take a look.
Newspaper clipping.
Raúl Soto del Bosque. Raul Soto, R.S., Javier's little brother. Of course. I should have known. I've heard the stories a million times. They never found his body. Raul was a bit of a hothead, if you'd believe the reputation he had. A young intellectual. You know the type. And Javier was the last person to see him alive. But did he go join the Villistas? Or maybe he had a target on his back. Us Sotos were a pretty influential family around here before the revolution. Javier and Raul's dad would have had the ear of the local cacique, the mayor in the pocket of the federal government. Favors for favors, you know. But then, everything was shook up. I heard that when they reported the disappearance, the police, or what was left of them around that time, practically laughed in their faces. They knew Raul better than his own family. Said he was probably out fighting with some bandits. But then why would he leave his shotgun behind? And how did it end up in that logbook 6 feet under the ground? We're clearly not done with this mystery yet, but at least we know the major players now. Let's try finding that shrine.
Ow. 6 feet under the ground. No, it wasn't. It was under some rocks. Oh, I thought there was supposed to be another mission. Oh, place to rest. For some reason that didn't activate. Okay. So now need to go to that place. Let's go to that other outpost and take a look around from there.
Here's the Arroyo, or, well, what's left of it. It's dry almost year-round these days. Almost hard to imagine they used to be able to graze cattle here. Let's try following it north.
North, okay. So let's take that waypoint away and this is the correct outpost for this mission. I suppose he's going to give me instructions on where to go. I think that's pronghorn. So far this north. Go here. Yeah, well, this looks like the place could be somewhere here. Yeah, but now I'm going outside. Outside the area, so can't be here. Okay, this is going to take some time locating the right place. So I think I'm going to finish here for this time and get back to this later.